Okay, good morning, guys. I'm going to start section 9.2. 9.1, section 9.1, we discussed the basics of hypothesis testing. Why we do this? What's the nature of the hypothesis testing? Okay, now we are going to calculate a value. Okay, I'll tell you what is that value. That value, based on that calculated value, we decide whether we reject our H naught or not, something like that. Simply, we are going to perform this hypothesis testing. So under section 9.2, we are performing this hypothesis testing based on critical value approach. Okay, we have another approach in 9.3. This one, critical value approach. Okay, so you already know this. What is this critical value? But let me explain you what is this critical value. Right. Chapter 8, we did confidence interval stuff based on standard deviation sigma. I mean non-sigma. So we used normal table or C table. Okay, or that's the appropriate table. And also in this case, we are using the same C table for our hypothesis testing in this section 9.2. Okay, C table. Right. This is how we decide whether H naught is reject or H naught reject or do not reject. Okay. In hypothesis testing, you have like binary options, whether you reject H naught or not, either reject or not, something like that. Okay, you have two options. So based on this is how we take our decisions. Okay, so we have H naught. At the end of the calculations or at the end of the problem, you have to decide whether I reject H naught or do not reject H. Okay, right. How we take that decision? Based on this guy, test statistic. This is something, we are going to calculate. We are doing some calculations, and at the end we get a value. That value we call test statistic. Okay, that value you will see how we calculate this. It based on sigma, our data set, whatever. Then that calculated value we call test statistic. Since we are using C table, as I mentioned, we are going to use C table. So this test statistic, you can use C cal. You can denote it by C cal or simply test statistic. Doesn't matter. Okay, clear? So based on this value, this calculated value or test statistic value, we decide whether we reject our null or not. Null hypothesis or not. Okay, I'll show you how we decide it. It based on two sides. Like in this side, if our test statistic value lives in this part, we reject, something like that. Okay. Okay, we will use C score or C table as our test statistic. C score as our test statistic. That's why I use C cal. Okay, this one is important. Same as chapter 8.1, no 8.2. We assume that population standard deviation, which means sigma, is known. Okay, this part, this section. Sigma is known. That's why we are going to use C table. Okay, that's why we are going to use C table. Okay, there are two regions. There are only two regions: rejection region or non-rejection region. Clear? Rejection region or non-rejection region. Whatever we can put into the rejection region, we reject H naught. Okay, whatever we can put in the into the non-rejection region, we tell that we do not reject H naught. That's it. Okay. Okay, let's see how we do this. First of all, let me explain what is this rejection region. The value test statistic value. So rejection region, we check our test statistic whether it is in the rejection region or not. That's how we check it. So test statistic that leads to rejection of the null hypothesis, which means if my test statistic in this region, rejection region, I'm going to reject my null hypothesis. Clear? If it is, I mean, the same test statistic in this region, non-rejection region, we are not going to reject our null hypothesis. Okay, so we have pictures in next few slides, so we can understand that. Next thing is critical value. So the title of this section is critical value approach for this hypothesis testing. So this guy, critical value is the guy who like divide these areas, rejection area or rejection region and non-rejection region. So middle, this point we call the critical value. Okay, it's like this. If you have, let's say, normal distribution, this is my rejection region. Let me color this rejection region. So I call this my rejection region. This part I'm calling non-rejection region. Non-rejection region. Clear? So critical value means the value here on this axis, this value here we call critical value. Okay, so that's why I told you, you already know this guy. This is like C alpha or C value. Simply, this is the C value. Okay, right. This value, the value or values that can be a one value or two value. Values mean two value. There are no more than two, one or two. Okay, critical values can be one or two. That's it. I'll explain you why at what time we can get one critical value, at what time we can get two critical values. Okay, so values of the test statistic that separate the rejection and non-rejection region. Critical value is considered part of the rejection region. So whatever I mean, this line or this value also belongs to rejection region. Okay, so rejection region means including that critical value. Okay, clear? Okay, actually this is what you should know, then you can take your decisions. If you, the other thing you should know how to calculate, that's it. Okay, okay, this is the picture of that rejection region and non-rejection region, non-rejection region, critical value. So this part is what we were talking about in the last slide. Rejection region, which means this colored area. So non-rejection region is this white space area. Okay, critical value is value right here, which means the value divide these regions. Okay, that guy we call critical value. And this is my rejection region area or rejection area, 0.05, because under the curve we are measuring an area or probability. Okay, so whatever in this piece, in this rejection area, we reject H0, which means simply your test statistic. So your test statistic is a value. Okay, it's a calculated value, is a calculated value, something like this, something like a critical value. It's just a value. So if your test statistic value somewhere here, what you should do, simply reject H0. Okay, for now just understand that. Okay, try to understand what we are doing. If your test statistic value within this region or within this interval or in this region, you simply reject H0. Otherwise, let's say something like this, somewhere here, you do not reject H0. That's how we take the decision. Okay, based on your test statistic value. Test statistic or test statistic value. Okay. It is also a value like 1.5, 1.35, whatever you can find on this c-axis, that value. Okay. Clear? This is how we take the decision. Okay. We will go through this step by step. These three scenarios I explained you last time based on alternative hypothesis. Do you remember alternative hypothesis? We will be having two-tail test or one-tail test. Those one-tail test we call left tail or right tail. Clear? Right. This one, okay. Start from the second one. Okay. This one is left tail test. Left tail test. In the left tail test, your rejection region always left hand side. That's why we call left tail test. Okay. In the right tail test case, your rejection region always to the right. I mean right hand side, to the right. Okay. So this colored area we call rejection region. This white color area do not non-rejection region. Clear? Right tail test, your rejection region is in right hand side. Okay. Right. So this C alpha or negative C alpha is your critical value. This one right here, value right here. These are your critical value. Okay, this C alpha means critical value. So what is this alpha? Same alpha. Okay, do you remember this alpha guy? This one, see this region alpha 0.05, something like that. So if I tell you my alpha is 0.05, which means your rejection region is 0.05. Okay, clear? So just consider these two. Okay. Okay. So tell me with based on this value, you are going to reject null hypothesis or do not reject null hypothesis. My test statistic value this example is 0.7. Okay, I have alpha 0.05 and it is a left tail test. So which means simply this one. Okay, second one. I'm talking about second one. My test statistic value is 0.7. So tell me whether you are going to reject H0 or not. Based on the second picture, second one. No. Why? Yes, because 0.7, my test statistic value is bigger than this value. See here, alpha is 0.05. Okay. Okay. Hold on. Alpha 0.05. You have to find the C value, C score value. Okay. So what is the C score value based on this one, which means C alpha. What is C alpha? You have to find this one. I think it is negative 2 point something.
So if you want to
Exactly. Yes. This is this side, left hand side. So your C value going to be negative. C value going to be negative. Remember that. Or you can simply find this value, right hand side and put the negative sign, whatever. Okay. But I don't remember the exact value. It's not 1.96 or 68. Anyway, it's going to be a negative value. Okay. It is a negative value. So that negative value, this is a negative value. Okay. That value is much more lower than my, or much more smaller than my test statistic value. Okay, clear? Which mean can you find okay, let's say that value is negative 1.96. It's going to be 2.0 negative some any it doesn't matter, it's negative value. Okay, so this value we see, this value, sorry, this value is negative 1.96. okay, your test statistic value, let me call it TS. okay, test statistic value is 0.7. so which one is the largest one? TS, or test statistic value, which means this. Okay, your test statistic value somewhere here. This is your TS. See, TS is uncolored area. I mean this white color area, which means what's that area? Do not reject S naught area. So you are not going to reject. Yes.
The tested value is the close to the area, right?
Yes.
So
It's a C value.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's what you know the area is bigger. C value.
Sorry.
Because we know the area of TS is bigger than the alpha. Yeah.
Yes. Exactly. Okay. Clear. But first you should identify which side of I mean which kind of test is this? Left tail, right tail, or next one I'll explain two tail. Okay. You should understand that. Okay. Clear. Same thing apply to the right tail test. Okay. In right hand tail case, if your test statistic value like this, which means somewhere here, so that you have to reject. Yes, no. Clear? Because it is in the rejection region. Right. Check this one. First one. I think in the next slide, critical value case, when I explain you what is the critical value, I told you critical value can be one value or two values. Only one or two. So you can see in this case, two tail case, we have two critical values, positive one and negative one. Say value is same, but their signs are different because it is two tails. And remember this one, this is not alpha, this is alpha over 2, because you have to divide that your alpha into two equal pieces. Yes.
Critical value, so
Yes, negative and positive. Yes. Let's say your C alpha over 2 is 0.025, which means if C alpha over 2 is this one, okay, which means you have plus or minus 1.96. Positive value is here, this one, negative value is this one. Okay, that's why we have mentioned this is negative, that is positive. That's the idea. Okay, always left hand side you will get negative values. That's why you have negative C alpha over 2. Clear? So negative C values, you can mention negative C alpha or negative C alpha over 2, something like that. Okay. So whatever within this two region we reject if it is two tail. Okay, clear? Right. Check this one. Oh, here a negative 1. See this one, negative 1.645, negative 1.645. This value. If alpha is 0.05, so definitely same thing. Doesn't matter, right? Check this one. Alpha is 5% significant level. Oh, alpha is 0.05. 0.05. Okay. So if you are considering two tail test, what happened? Alpha is 0.05, which means you have to find critical value first based on this guy, which means you have to find C alpha, or I mean this one for one tail test. You need to find C alpha over 2 for two tail test if it is a two tail test. Clear? Okay. If it is a left tail test, C alpha definitely negative value. Clear? If it is two tail test, C one of the C alpha over 2 is negative. Value is same, but I mean values are same, but signs are different. Okay. Okay. I know here C alpha over 2 is 1.96. Negative, if it is negative, it is negative. If it is positive, it is positive. So I'll write it like this. Okay, it has two values. Clear? So your decision based on your test statistic value. If your test statistic value, whatever somewhere here, I mean, starting from here to here, do not reject. Whatever outside this middle area, these tails, then you have to reject. Okay, clear? This one tail case, simply your test statistic value greater than this colored area or colored this value, this C value, then you do not reject. Otherwise, reject. Okay. If it is right tail test, your test statistic value less than 1 point, according to this one, 1.645, you do not reject. Otherwise, reject. Okay. Simply, it's like this. Your test statistic value, let me call it TS, greater than 1.645, your decision is reject. Reject what? H naught. Otherwise, do not. Clear? Based on this one, if your test statistic, okay, greater than or not greater than, okay, there are two ways actually. If it is greater than this negative 1.645, which means do not reject. CT, do not reject H naught. If TS less than this value 654, then reject. Is that clear? Okay. Sometimes my handwriting are not clear, but first one, do not reject case. Second one, reject case. Same here. If your TS value, TS means test statistic value, calculated value, you will calculate. You will understand how to calculate, or you will learn how to calculate that later. If this one, no, negative 1.96, your TS less than 1.96, what you do? What you should do? Do not reject, which means I'm talking about this area. Okay, clear? I think there are more pictures later. Right. This is something decide whether, okay, same thing. See, if your test statistic is this one, this black color dot, what you should do? Reject or do not reject? If your test statistic is this one, what you should do? What's your decision? Reject. Or simply to, I mean, yes, reject H naught. Okay, clear? The same thing apply for same thing applies for the two-tail test or right-tail test, whatever. Okay, this is the summary of what we were talking about. Okay. So two-tail test, you reject your H naught if your CCAL, this CCAL mean see this one, test statistic. CCAL mean your test statistic value, something you are going to calculate. So your CCAL greater than C alpha over 2 or less than negative C alpha over 2. Less than negative value mean less than that value, okay? Which means this one, see? This belongs to this one. This belongs to this one, that part, okay? So you reject. Here, if your CCAL value less than C alpha, negative C alpha over 2, you reject. you reject in this case C cal greater than C alpha, not alpha over 2 alpha. Okay, so these two cases just use alpha. This case use alpha over 2. Clear? Okay, let's see whether we have still we don't have a test statistic value. What they need to find? Okay, one mean. So this everything, I mean, what we are talking about in this chapter 9 also, one mean. Okay, what is that one mean? Mu. C test, because we are dealing with C table. That's why we call one mean T test. Okay, one mean means mu, population mean. C test mean this test, the table we are using to perform this hypothesis testing. Okay, so that's why we call critical values for one mean test. It's not something else, it is just this one. Okay, the test can be two tail, left tail, or right tail. Determine the critical values for 5% significant error between alpha. Okay, how do you find these values? So you know how to find this, right? Alpha is 0.05. If it is two tail, then you have to find plus or minus C alpha over 2. If it is left tail, you have to find negative C alpha, right tail C alpha. Right? Clear? Chapter 6, last part, C alpha notation, same thing. Okay. Here negative value is this one, positive value is this one. Same values, different signs. This is C alpha over 2. C alpha over 2. This one C alpha and this one C alpha. So don't forget about this one. Okay. If it is a two tail test, you have to divide alpha by 2. Okay. So these are some very common alpha values. So if your alpha is 0.1, your C alpha is this one. This is your C alpha. Alpha is these are your alpha values. See this one, C Z 0.05. Value is this one. I mean, you can find this value in the table, but if you remember this one, totally fine. Okay. Okay. Let's do some examples. Yes, suppose that you have a test, you do a hypothesis testing, okay, and you have a test statistic. They have given your test statistic. Okay, CCAL or your test statistic is 1.89. Having a right tail test. So tell me, let me draw this. Always it is normal distribution, okay, standard normal distribution. This is right tail test, which means, okay, your rejection region is something like this. Is that clear? So this area or this region is, they have mentioned significant level alpha 0.1. Since this is one tail test, so this is one tail test, simply left tail, oh sorry, right tail. Okay, your alpha is 0.1 or this area is 0.1. Go to the C table and find this value right here, C 0.1. It's a positive value. I can find that value here, 1.28. In this table, 1.28. Positive. It is 1.28. Okay. Now check your CCAL value. Your CCAL value is 1.89, and your C alpha or alpha equals 0.1 is 1.28. Clear? So what happened here? This value, your CCAL value is greater than your C alpha value, which means this guy somewhere here. C cal. Right? Clear? By checking these two values, which means what? What's the decision? Yes. You reject. You reject H naught. Clear? Is that clear? Okay. Later we will. Later I will teach you how to find that test statistic value or CCAL value. Okay. For now, okay. Imagine you have this CCAL value. This is the explanation of that. Critical value is 1.28. Actually, I took it from here, this table. Okay. This is how we find it. This is you can later you can check this one. This is something we did in chapter 6. So I'm not going to explain this. I assume that you can do that. Okay. Please try it because you need that for your mid exam 3 as well. Okay. Okay. So critical value is this one. Your test statistic value is greater than critical value, so you reject H naught. Clear? Okay. Give me a 1 or 2 minutes. I'll just explain this one. I mean, I just try to refresh your knowledge based on this one because you need this for mid exam 3. Okay. So how do we find this value? C alpha is 0.1. What does this mean? C alpha notation, do you remember? Always to the right. Okay. So simply this one. Alpha value is 0.1. Sorry. Okay. To find this, I mean, you need to find the value here, right here. So what you have to do in the C tables, don't mix C tables and T tables. Okay. In the C tables, your values always starting from left hand side. Remember, always left hand side. So you have to find this area first, which means 1 minus 0.1. It's going to be 0.9. Go to the C table, find the area 0.9. See, I think it's the table number 2. You cannot find exact 0.9, but you can find the closest one, 0.8997. Based on that, see, your C value is 1.2 plus this 0.08, which means 1.28. Right? So your this value right here, C 0.1 is 1.28. Right? Yeah. Exactly. Yes. Okay. I think in the MyStat lab, if you need the C table, I think there's a below, down below, you can find the table. Sometime you can click and get the table, something like that. Okay, so you don't have to worry about that. If it is not, I mean, in any case, you cannot see the C table, use the C table what I already uploaded on the Blackboard. Okay, I think down below the in each question you can find a C table. If I missed something, you can use that. Okay. Right. Questions? Specifically, okay. Right. Check these examples. Test statistic value. Determine the critical values for one means. So this is one mean C test. Okay. Critical values for values for one mean C test. Okay. One mean C test. Why one mean? Because we are using mu only. Okay. C test because we are using C table. That's why we use C table, C test. Each exercise draw graph, illustrate your answer. There are no test statistic values. Simply you have to find C alphas or C alpha over 2 based on the test site. I mean 2 tail or 1 tail. Let's check this one. First one, 2 tail test. Always 2 tail test case, your alpha divided by 2. This value should be C alpha over 2. This value right here, negative C alpha over 2. Okay. Clear? So in this case, you need C negative C alpha over 2 and positive C alpha over 2, not just alpha. In this left tail, this area is 0.025, which means simply this value right here belongs to Z. It's going to be negative, definitely 0.25. Okay, this negative represents left tail test or left C value. Right tail one, this one 0.01, this is going to be alpha or 0.01. Clear? These values you can find this find using C table, and also like if you want you can simply add this one into your like you have a formula card, right? You don't you know that you have a formula card in your back of your textbook? Oh, I think I have already uploaded it on the Blackboard, I guess. Okay, it has all formulas because last year or before the COVID we did the exams in the class, right? So that we allow students to bring a formula card, like it's like a 2-page, okay, 2 pages. They have all the formulas, okay, that you need. Okay. So you can find it. I think I already uploaded it, but I'll check it. Okay. So you can add these values to that as well, so that you don't need to go to the table again and again. Just use that values. Okay. But make sure you know how to use find that values using C table. Okay, that's you must need. Okay, this is what I was talking about. You need, okay, they need to perform the hypothesis testings, right? Exercise, draw a graphical conclusion. So based on each case, I just show you what are the CCAL values, this part, but you need to write the test statistics, or not test statistic, hypothesis test, H0 and H1. Do you remember 9.1? I told you H0, H1. So this is how you write it. See, versus, or simply you can write it H0 and down below H1 or HA. That's totally fine. Okay. See this one. I don't know this 15 come from where. No, I don't know. Given, yeah, maybe, yeah. I think it's not given here, but assume that it's given somewhere else. Okay, so this is your mu naught value. Do you remember mu naught? That value. Okay, so this is how you write it. I mean, H naught is this one. It's always equals your mu naught. HA, it is, there are 3 cases: not equal mu naught, less than, greater than. Okay, based on these 3 we have 2 cases, sorry, not 3 cases. Clear? Understand? So if you need to perform hypothesis testing, this is your first step. Write these 2, or simply write H0 versus H1, HA, whatever. This is the way how I write it. Doesn't matter. Okay, then find what is this alpha, and then find the critical value C alpha or C alpha over 2 based on your test, 2 tail or 1 tail. Calculate your test statistic, CCAL, compare them, and take your decision. Those are the process. Those are the steps. Clear? Okay, let me real quick write it. Second step, find C alpha or C alpha over 2 based on your test. Okay, which means left tail, I mean two tail or one tail. Third step, calculate. That's what now we are not going to do here, but later we will do. Calculate your CCAL, or we call this test statistic. Okay. Fourth step is compare C alpha or C alpha over 2 based on your problem. Okay. With, sorry, compare this and C cal values. Those are values. Fifth step, take your decision. What's the decision? Reject test note or do not reject test note. Okay. Reject test note. Do not reject test note. So these are the steps how you perform the hypothesis testing. Okay. Okay. This is the oh, sorry, you do need, okay. Okay. So okay, this is a summary, but please take the last one. Please keep in your mind that we never say accept H note. This is, please remember this one. Okay, this one is something you should know. I mean, you must know. All other things I have already explained you, so no, I'm not going to explain that again. But last one, please keep that in your mind. Okay, whenever you say that, like we accept H naught or we accept HA, it's gonna be totally wrong. Definitely it's wrong. Okay, so please remember that. We don't say accept, is that we call it do not reject H naught, something like that. Okay, right, clear?